Hi, I'm Bonnie Rogers here on the conference floor of the National Catholic Youth Conference with John Vitek of St. Mary's Press. Thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, let's talk about the Year of Mercy and the exciting news you'll have about your new confirmation program.
The new confirmation program is Called to Mercy, and it's a project we've been working on for 2 years. It's been a labor of love. When we first started, it was before Pope Francis declared the Jubilee Year of Mercy, but it just so happens to coincide, and it is really exciting what we're doing with this project.
I think in a particular way, teenagers, that uh, message of mercy really resonates there. So tell me how that connects to this sacrament of initiation.
Huge, yeah. So the call to mercy, thinking about what are we calling young people to be confirmed into? What are they confirming in their lives? Yes, the gifts of the Holy Spirit, but how does that manifest through mercy? And I think you're right. What we found is that is what young people respond to. So what do they want in their lives? They want to be happy. But then they begin to discover that, well, happiness isn't found in this new iPhone. Well, it was for a little while, but it doesn't last. But where does it last? And it's when they discover that in giving of themselves to another out of compassion, out of care, out of concern, that all of a sudden, whoa, this isn't a happiness that lasts. So this mercy, living the merciful life, is actually the doorway to happiness, is the discovery for them. So that's the focus of the whole confirmation program, is really entering into and exploring this call of Jesus, this great commandment of Jesus to who is your neighbor, the one who acted with mercy. Go and do the same. Called into mercy to go forth and live lives of mercy. 2 years ago, when we started the idea of thinking about how can we help young people and DREs prepare young people for confirmation in a whole new way, we gathered young people around the country and we asked them this. We said, tonight we'd like you to help us design the new confirmation program. And we want you to imagine that you just got signed up for confirmation, you showed up and you found out that it's going to be delivered to you on this device. Design it for us. And the young people went and they were like, boom, got it. Of course it would be delivered on this device. How else would I do it? But the discovery in it is, one, it's relevant to young people. So the design is delivered to their mobile devices through 10 online learning modules. Then there are 5 gathered sessions where they come together in person for community building and, the kind of thing that can't happen through the mobile device. But the program really leverages. So we partnered with 2 really huge, great organizations. One is a group called the Nerdery in Minneapolis. All they do is develop web applications for major organizations. And they were so excited about the project, they came on to help us design the web application. A year in software development. We're just about done. Then we brought on a group called Allen Interactions, and they specialize in e-learning. And they've taught us how to master creating engaging, relevant, meaningful online learning modules for young people. So these are a couple of features that make it different than anything else, so young people can prepare for the sacrament wherever they are, at whatever time they want. Solving the problem for the DRE, who can no longer get kids to come to confirmation class because they have dance class, hockey, that's in Minnesota, whatever conflict. So now we resolve that. The other problem the DREs have is getting enough catechists who are willing and able to teach. So with online learning modules, the learning module is the catechist.
I know you're announcing at the LA Religious Ed Congress. Have you done your kids were your beta group? Tell us a little bit about what their reaction was to this.
So Sarah's our marketing manager, and her next door neighbor is this 14-year-old young lady who she called one day to say, can you come take a look at what we're doing here? And she showed her a prototype of a confirmation module using her mobile device. And the young lady turned to Sarah and said, really? I can do confirmation class on my phone? This is so cool. And we're like, yes, all right. But for her, she wanted to be engaged in this exploration, but she had dance class, and what was she going to choose, right? So why create that problem for kids? Why not? We can take that problem away. But you mentioned Bishop Frank, and I think you're right with that they have a deep hunger. So we all have heard, that they have and one of the modules Bishop Frank takes us straight on, hearing so many young people say, I'm spiritually hungry, but I don't know if I'm religious. And we explore that question. We invite young people to enter into that exploration to discover that it is in community, the connections that also brings a dimension of great meaning to our lives.